Let's talk about symmetry and balance, because I get a lot of emails from fans out there that want to know what we did back in the day that looked so great with the small waist and the broad shoulders. That body type from the 70s is the most popular body type today. Still, I get emails saying, how do you get back to that? How do you get back to that physique look? What'd you guys do in order to get that body? How much cardio did you do? How many carbs did you eat? How much protein did you take? And it was very, very simple, because we didn't know a whole lot about nutrition back then, other than the fact we needed protein. And then we also knew that carbs, the lack of carbs, would reduce the amount of body fat in the body. So we would train like 6 days a week, take one day off. Every day was a low carb day, almost down to no carbs, which I know you find it hard to believe, because where's your energy come from? I think the energy came from our mind, basically, or that we had some fats for energy. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was the same thing. I had protein and water at bedtime, and then I'd wake up the next morning and have my eggs and hamburger patty, no carbs, and the same thing throughout the day with chicken breast and cottage cheese, eggs again. And we all did that, but we didn't have cardio machines. We didn't have life cycles or treadmills or Stairmasters, so there was no way to burn the body fat, so to speak, as you do with cardio. However, I don't feel that cardio is really a fat burner anyway. I think it's more for your heart and your circulation. But by watching the carbs, we were able to stay lean and keep our waist really small and tight. Because even today, people say, oh, you know, you go to the gym all the time. You don't have to worry about what you eat. You got to worry about what you eat all the time, because going to the gym will not reduce your waist. And the other thing about that, for that type of physique, don't do abs every day. Don't do sit-ups, don't do leg raises, because it's a muscle. The muscle grows, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and the more you train it, the thicker it gets, and then you begin to think to yourself, well, what am I doing? I'm working my waist, but I'm getting fatter. You're not really getting fatter, you're increasing the girth of the muscle around the waist. So we did minimal crunches just to have abs, and then the rest was all diet controlled. Today's bodybuilder doesn't have that. Today's bodybuilder look like elephants walking around the gym. They're 300 pounds, they train heavy, they overeat 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 calories a day, they eat carbs, they eat fats, they do a lot of the juice, which actually makes them even bigger, of course, with growth hormones and insulin factors, and they get thicker and thicker and thicker. And then when they want to cut back, the stomach stays big again. It doesn't go down to where it was, because the muscle has gotten so far out of hand, you just can't reduce it. So the two types of bodies are completely different. You're going to train for a physique, you train like we did back in the old days, like old school abs says, or you can train like they do today and be big and heavy, but no one really likes that physique anymore. It's really gone down in popularity, and it's still going back to the old school style again. So that's my take on it. I think it's better to take it slow, eat properly, watch your carbs, train like we did back in the day, and let your body just fill out on its own, little by little by little. You don't want to gain 20, 30 pounds in a month, because you're going to look like an elephant, and you'll never be able to lose it. And those are the two types of body types, and they're going to bring the physique back from what I'm told, and I think they should. I think it's really important. I see more guys in the gym nowadays, younger guys with great bodies. They're not heavy, they're 170, 80 pounds, but they look great. They're muscular, they got small waist, good abs. That's what everybody likes, and that's what I like too. I think it's the way to go.